What if I told you there's a gardening technique so powerful that once you set it up, your garden beds water themselves and stay fertile for up to 20 years, without you lifting a finger? And we've known about it for centuries, but somehow forgot. Today, I'm revealing Hügelkultur, the laziest, most brilliant gardening hack you've never heard of. Every autumn, millions of us rake up branches, pile them by the curb, or worse, burn them. We're literally throwing away black gold. Meanwhile, our ancestors buried this waste underground and created garden beds that required almost no watering, no fertilizing, and lasted for decades. Why did we stop? And more importantly, how do we bring this forgotten wisdom back? Hügelkultur, it's a German word meaning hill culture, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You create raised garden beds by burying wood underneath your soil. Here's how it works. You dig a trench or create a mound, fill it with logs, branches, leaves, grass clippings, and kitchen scraps, then cover everything with soil. That's it. But here's where the magic happens. As that wood slowly decomposes over years, three incredible things occur. First, it acts like a giant sponge, absorbing water when it rains and releasing it slowly during dry spells. Your plants get consistent moisture without irrigation. Second, the decomposition process releases nutrients directly to your plant's roots. It's like having a slow-release fertilizer built right into your soil. Third, the decomposition generates gentle heat, extending your growing season and protecting roots during cold snaps. This isn't some new permaculture trend. Eastern European farmers have used Hügelkultur for centuries, particularly in areas where water was scarce. In the old country, nothing went to waste. Fallen trees? Garden beds. Pruned branches? Garden beds. They understood something we've forgotten in our modern throwaway culture. That decay isn't death, it's transformation. But post-World War II, industrial agriculture changed everything. Chemical fertilizers became cheap. Irrigation became standard. We were sold the idea that progress meant buying inputs instead of working with nature. And somewhere along the way, traditional practices like Hügelkultur got labeled as old-fashioned or too much work. Ironically, considering it actually requires less work long-term. Ready to build one? Here's your step-by-step guide. Step 1. Choose your location. Pick a spot that gets adequate sunlight for what you want to grow. South-facing slopes work brilliantly. Step 2. Gather your wood. You want a variety of sizes, large logs at the bottom, smaller branches next, then twigs. Avoid black walnut, cedar, and treated wood, as these can inhibit plant growth. Hardwoods like oak decompose slowly and last longer. Softwoods like pine break down faster but still work great. Step 3. Lay your foundation. If you're going in-ground, dig a trench about 1 to 2 feet deep. If you're building above ground, just start stacking on the surface. Step 4. Layer your materials. Bottom layer, large logs. Next, smaller branches and sticks. Fill gaps with leaves, grass clippings, compost, manure, anything organic. Think lasagna layers. Step 5. Cover with soil. Add 3 to 6 inches of good topsoil or compost over everything. You want enough to plant in immediately. Step 6. Plant. You can plant right away, though the first year you might need to add extra nitrogen since the decomposing would temporarily ties up nitrogen. Add compost or coffee grounds to compensate. Pro tip: water your Hügelkultur bed thoroughly when you first build it. This kickstarts the decomposition process. With Hügelkultur, here's what people typically report. Water usage drops by 50 to 80%. Some gardeners in moderate climates don't water at all after the first season. Fertilizer needs? Basically zero. The decomposing wood provides everything. Yields increase by 30 to 50% compared to traditional beds. Those nutrients and consistent moisture work wonders. Pest problems often decrease because you're creating a balanced ecosystem. The wood attracts beneficial fungi and microorganisms that help your plants resist disease. And here's the beautiful part. Each year, it gets better. The wood continues breaking down, creating more nutrients, more water retention, more humus-rich soil. So why did we abandon this technique? Honestly, it doesn't make anyone money. You can't patent burying wood. There's no product to sell, no subscription to buy, no equipment to lease. Modern agriculture became about inputs you purchase: fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation systems. Hügelkultur requires none of that. Plus, it looks messy at first. We've been conditioned to think gardens should be neat, tidy, uniform. A Hügelkultur mound looks wild, organic, alive, because it is. But the renaissance is happening. As water becomes scarcer, as people tire of high-maintenance gardens, as we recognize the environmental cost of industrial agriculture, traditional techniques like this are having their moment. This autumn, before you burn those branches or haul them away, I challenge you. Build just one Hügelkultur bed. Start small. Experiment. Your future self, the one not dragging hoses around during a drought, not buying bags of fertilizer, not wondering why the garden needs so much work, will thank you. Nature's been composting wood into soil for millions of years. We're not inventing anything new here. We're just remembering what we should never have forgotten. If you build a Hügelkultur bed, share your results in the comments. And if you found this valuable, subscribe. We're bringing back more forgotten wisdom every week. Now go create a garden that works as hard as those old-timers knew it could. This script balances education, history, practical instruction, and inspiration, perfect for engaging viewers while delivering real value.